The left appears to have a toxic masculinity problem. See, we've been told for probably several years now at this point that telling men to man up or be man enough is perpetuating toxic masculinity. Not only that, it's also supposed to be transphobic towards trans men. But never mind all that. See, there's an election coming up, and Kamala Harris is polling pretty badly with men across the board. But the same political side that has coined this term and raised awareness to it has seemed to have thrown it out the window in lieu of a different message.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, man.
And I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Neat.
Man enough to cook my steak rare.
Man enough to deadlift 500, then braid the out of my daughter's hair.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
I ain't afraid of bears.
That's what bear hugs are for.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of. Women.
I'm not afraid of women.
I'm not afraid of women.
They want to control their bodies? I say go for it.
They want to use IVF to start a family? I'm not afraid of families.
They want to be childless cat ladies?
Have all the cats you want.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Because I'm man enough to support women.
Man enough to know what kind of donuts I like.
Man enough to admit I'm lost, even when I refuse to ask for directions.
Man enough to not ban young women from reading Little Women.
Or one of those pants books that the sisters like.
I'm man enough to raw dog a flight. It sucked. Not worth it.
I'm man enough to be emotional in front of my wife.
In front of my kids.
In front of my horse. I'm man enough to tell you that I cry at Love Actually. Good Will Hunting.
West Side Story.
That and Predator.
And I'm sick of so-called men domineering, belittling, and controlling women just so they can feel more powerful. That's not how my mama raised me.
I love women.
I love women who support their families.
Women who decide not to have families.
Women who take charge.
And I'm man enough to help them win.
This is a real campaign ad. And so the same political party that says you can't tell men to man up because that's toxic masculinity is now saying, why aren't you voting for my candidate? Man up. What's wrong? Not man enough? Vote for her. Be a man. We've also been told that breaking things or smashing things out of rage or anger is part of toxic masculinity. In fact, it's a subset of toxic masculinity called fragile masculinity. I mean, there's even memes based on it, right? Kyle here drinks the monster and then starts punching holes into the drywall. And sure, I know rage rooms are supposed to be trendy right now, but when I feel like smashing my own coffee table in the privacy of my own bedroom, suddenly it's toxic masculinity. But that's neither here nor there. Well, let's see what young men that are campaigning for Kamala Harris are up to. Apparently, this is Rage Against Project 2025, which is basically just right-wing fan fiction that Trump already denounced and disavowed.
Like some on the right, severe right, came up with this Project 25, and I don't even know. I mean, some of them I know who they are, but they're very, very conservative, just like you have. They're sort of the opposite of the radical left, okay? You have the radical left and you have the radical right. And they come up with this, I don't know what the hell it is. It's Project 25. He's involved in Project. And then they read some of the things and they are extreme. I mean, they're seriously extreme. But I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it.
Anyway, these fellows get to write J.D. Vance and Trump banning. I don't fucking know. This dude's handwriting is too derpy for me to read. But anyways, they write their names on plates and smash them out of rage. That's it. That's all there is to it. I don't know. Seems pretty fragile if you ask me. For fuck's sake, these guys even have Project 2025 written in Monster Energy drink green letters. Also, I thought this kind of behavior was supposed to give women the ick, but Homegirl in the back sounds like she's pretty into it. Meet Harry Sisson, left-wing influencer and Democrat shill that is here to campaign for straight white dudes for Harris. In bars campaigning for Kamala Harris in North Carolina, meeting people where they're at. White dudes for Harris. If you're a straight white dude, man up and vote for Harris. If these guys were wearing MAGA hats and were campaigning as straight white dudes for Trump, they would be getting called racist, transphobic, homophobic, white nationalist. Also, according to the far left, straight white dudes are allegedly the worst human beings on the planet. But since everyone is just voter blocks to these people, and since Democrats are doing so poorly with men, they have to embrace the same identity and phraseology that they called toxic and demonized for the past several years at this point. And they beclown themselves. Let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.